We are the dollars and cents.
Welcome back to the channel, guys. Well, today we're doing another unboxing, first impressions, and update video. This time I came to my house, and I've done plenty of these over the last couple of months, if not few months, or longer than that even. The House of Lattafa, guys. I've been really digging this house lately. They've been doing, I've been really coming across a lot of clones of them, and I didn't know that some of these clones even existed. Some of them are ones that I thought that they would never even try making, like the Halfeti clone they made, which I really enjoyed. And this one I would never think that they would make. And they put one out. So I was like, wow, I didn't know they even had this one. Saw it for a great price, guys. I honestly forgot. I think it was like 30 bucks. I'll put the price here, what I paid for it, at least the current price. I want to say it was like $30, if not less. And the original was like 175. And again, I'll put both prices on the screen if I can. That way you guys can compare the prices. But we'll get to more on that later, guys. But yeah, it's going to be a fragrance. I believe that I'm pronouncing this correct. It's just spelled out like the name, Liam. L-I-A-M, guys, from the House of Lattafa. And I'm going to go ahead and take this out of the plastic. I always show you guys the plastic first because I want you guys to know that it is factory sealed. I haven't opened it. It's an authentic first impression, guys. And so give you guys one sec. All right, guys, so here is the box for Liam. Hope everyone can see that pretty close. Hopefully it's zooming there for you guys. We do have some sort of a metal, silver, it's not really metal, it's like a silver plaque here. It's like nice and cut out. It does say Eau de Parfum right here, a little insignia here. Information on the back as well. Has that little hologram that Lattafa has. And we'll open the inside here. We do have a little cutout for the bottle and a nice little piece of foam there to help protect that bottle whenever it rattles around, guys. But here is the bottle. This is a gorgeous looking bottle. Look at this thing. This thing's a lot bigger than I thought it was going to be, honestly. Nice and tall bottle here. We do have a metal plaque that does say Liam. And again, you guys, the experts in the comments can let me know if I'm pronouncing that correctly. I'm assuming it's pronounced Liam, but who knows. And then we do have, it did come like this, sort of twisted like this in the box. I'll go ahead and make that straight. It does say Lattafa on the top there on the cap. And yeah, good looking bottle. Nice hand feel for this one too, guys. But this one is supposed to be a clone. I failed to mention this part. This is supposed to be a clone of Grease Charnel from the House of BDK Perfumes, guys. I did a video on this one. I will link that one down in the description below. That way you guys can hear my first thoughts on this one, what I thought about it, if I liked it, if I hated it, all that stuff. But you might probably get a good little sneak peek on if I like this one, because we'll see if I like this one, guys. But it's supposed to be a clone of that one, and that one, again, like I said before, is going for a lot, and this one's going for a little, guys. And I really wanted to see how this one compared to the original, guys. So let's go over some information about this fragrance, guys. So Liam from the House of Lattafa Perfumes is a unisex amber spicy fragrance released in 2023, so it's fairly recent. The nose of the original composition behind this one, which is the BDK version, is going to be Mathilde Bijou. I think I'm pronouncing that right. And it is an Eau de Parfum concentration, guys. In the notes for the Lattafa version, we have cardamom, fig, and black tea. In the mid, we have iris, vetiver, and labdanum. And the base, to run things off with vanilla, sandalwood, tonka, and patchouli. Now, I will say that there is some extra notes in this version than the BDK version. The notes that are extra from the original are going to be the labdanum is in this one and not in the BDK. The vanilla is in this one, not in the BDK. And the patchouli, I believe, is also an extra note that's not in the BDK. So, is it going to be a huge difference? Not really sure. Patchouli is a pretty strong note. I'm not sure how strong it's going to be in this one. Honestly, they have every note in this already. Maybe they have to change it up a little bit because they can't take the exact recipe. I don't know. Again, the experts let me know. I don't know how that stuff works when it comes to legal issues, when it comes to recipes and whatnot. Maybe that's why they did it. Maybe that's not why they did it. Who knows, guys? But who knows? Maybe they made it better. And maybe it's because I know that they did make a extrait version of this one, or like a stronger version of this one, and it comes like in a dark gray bottle, I believe. Maybe they're trying to do the best of both worlds, or maybe this one is supposed to be the extrait and not the Eau de Parfum, right? And I have not tried the extrait, so that's going to be something that I need to pay attention to. So we'll see, but I have not tried that one, and I just want to see how this one shapes up to the original, because people do say that the extrait does smell just like the original, just a little bit stronger, maybe a little bit denser. So we'll see, guys. But yeah, so looking forward to trying this one, guys. And I remember the BDK version being a little bit stronger, and it's hot outside, so we'll see where it goes. But it does have fig, so maybe it's going to be nice and fruity, and we'll see, guys. But a couple sprays. Plastic cap. Don't like that. I wish it was metal. It looks nice, and it looks nice, but it's very like light and plasticky, guys. But that's not the end of the world. Just putting that out there, guys. Here we go. A couple sprays in my hand. This will be my scent of the evening. Okay, sprayer. Okay. Yeah, definitely getting a very similar fragrance. Getting a nice tea note. I'm getting the fig. Yeah, I think that the qualities right now is definitely coming into question off Jump Street. Because this one's getting very, it's not as concentrated. It's not as rich as the original. Like it's the smell is there, but it's like either it was a big blast of alcohol or it was maybe the notes mixing on my skin, and it's starting to mix a little bit better. But honestly, whenever I first sprayed it, I got some of that DNA. I got the it almost smells like coconut. The fig smells like coconut in this, and the black tea and the iris note is very prominent in the original. The iris note is in this one as well. This smells good, but man, just off that initial 20-30 seconds of smelling it, it took a little bit longer than just getting to the that first blast that I get from the BDK version. But again, I'm gonna go ahead. I am gonna spray my arm again and do side by side. But yeah, if you guys haven't tried the BDK, it's fruity from fig. It's irisy, so it's a little bit lipsticky. It's got some sweetness. I'm guessing that one gets it from the fig. This one here has vanilla in it, and it's very black tea heavy as well. So you get a nice tea note, which is like nice, and that's why they call it. It's like a little bit gray, because this does sort of smell like a, I don't know, like a cloudy day kind of. But yeah, I'm definitely getting a similar fragrance on my hand. And honestly, I'm not mad at this one. It's just definitely right now anyway, just blind testing this one or whatever. Not getting the same experience. It's there. It's the DNA is definitely there. It's just not as strong. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to spray a little bit higher up on my left arm and then spray my hand on my right with the original. And I'm going to try these side by side, guys, because, and right now, I don't think this is going to be fair. To be honest with you, I think that I think the original is going to blow it out of the water. Yeah. Definitely better quality on the BDK right now on the opening. The iris was a lot more prominent in the original. I got like that lipstick note, like boom, right up front. And while I'm getting it with this one, again, it's not exact. This is almost like a watered down version of the original, which again, it's not bad, especially because I think I paid like $30 for this one. And right now I'm just going off of memory. Yeah. Right now, just because it's the first impression, I'm going to say that this is a kind of a close clone of the BDK. Not exact, but I will say a lot closer than I thought that they would be now that I've sprayed them both in my arms. I really thought this one was going to be a lot thicker and more robust and a lot heavier, but honestly, it really isn't. Just a little bit. Yeah. I mean, honestly, they're both pretty close. And like this is why I do the videos, guys, because honestly, if I was just like talking like that, I probably would have led you guys astray. But right now, it's a lot closer than I thought it would be. I think they're going to have their subtle differences. I think this one's just probably going to be a little bit more concentrated, a little bit heavier, maybe a little bit more natural smelling because this is the original. And this one's probably just going to be like a clone, like a clone quality version of it. But that might not be a bad thing, guys. That could end up being a good thing, especially if you're only paying $30, right? And you're not paying $165 or $175, whatever this one's going for. You're actually paying like $30 or $40 for this one. Who knows, guys. But this is why I have the update. So I'm going to wear this fragrance tonight, over the next couple of days. Give you guys an update shortly. Talk to you then. All right, guys, well, I'm back with my update for Liam from the house of Lattafa Perfumes, guys, which is supposed to be the clone of BDK Parfums Gris Charnel. Guys, what can I say about this fragrance? I will say, if you're a fan of the original, you're probably going to be a fan of this one. I'll give this one credit, though. This one does have a far fruitier opening, more natural smelling opening. The fig smells a little bit better, more natural, it's juicier. And the iris is a lot better in this fragrance. If you like that lipstick iris note that you love in this one, you'll get it in the Liam, but it's not going to be the same. You can definitely tell the difference in the ingredients and the quality, but this one is no slouch, guys. I'm just giving this one credit because it's just a higher quality juice. But this one here is still really good, guys. I mean, this one is a fraction of the price. I'm pretty sure we went over it in the first half of the video. But yeah, this is like 20 bucks, maybe 18 bucks, something like that. I'm trying to look at my notes here if I wrote down how much it cost. But it was around 20 bucks, maybe even 30, guys. But the original, what, 180, something like that, dollars for the original. And they have the Extract 2 now, which is supposed to be a stronger version. Guys, you're going to get a decent fragrance for 30 bucks or whatever it is, guys. It's a decent version of the original, guys. And again, I've been impressed with these Lattafas, guys. I still got a couple more that I'm going to do videos on. Just still really excited. The more I try these, the more I'm really excited to buy more and actually keep trying them. Because I don't need this one anymore. I'm going to get rid of this one. I'm going to sell it and make my money back. And I'm going to actually have a profit on this one because this only cost me 25, 30 bucks. And this one I can probably get, I don't know, 120, maybe a little bit less for this one, you know, if I have the box as well still. But guys, like, if you guys are a fan of that one and you want something that smells like the original, you're going to want to try this one, guys. It sounds like I'm wrapping things up, but I'm not. Longevity for this fragrance was good. I got 8 hours with this fragrance, guys. The projection of this fragrance, not beast, but good. Gonna get probably the same kind of performance that you got from the original. Maybe this one's slightly a little bit better just because it has a little bit more natural smelling notes in it. But this is not going to be, or this is going to be decent for what you're getting, what you're paying for. I will say in the dry down, I failed to mention this, but I guess it kind of goes into the performance section. The dry down goes away from this one. I believe you're left with more of a fruity fig note in this one in the dry down, maybe a little bit more coconutty. This one actually goes more into a slightly fruity, sort of warm, spicy sandalwood. Sort of the same experience I got from the Halfetti, which again, I liked that dry down. I love that warm, spicy, sandalwood-ish, kind of sweet dry down in fragrances. And it did actually go away from this dry down to its own thing, but it still kept the DNA. I was not mad at that. So I did like the dry down on this one as well. Again, going to be a slightly different experience in the dry down. But seasons for this fragrance, guys, if you haven't guessed already, it's going to be the cooler, colder months of the year. Sure, you could probably wear it in the warm weather, but honestly, this one just does smell like more like a fragrance you're going to wear in the cooler weather. The fruitiness, the warm spiciness, you know, it just, and then, you know, has a slight coconut vibe to it, even though that could remind some people of summer. Definitely not. To me, my nose, this one's going to say fall. Like, even, you know, maybe if it's a little bit warmer, like maybe even like, you know, 75, 80, maybe wear it then, guys. But this one definitely for warm, cool, colder weather, in my opinion, guys. But that's just where I would wear this one. And honestly, I don't even know if I'd want to wear this one if it's even too warm, honestly. Cooler, colder weather is going to be best for this fragrance, guys. Occasions for this fragrance, guys. Man, I think you can wear this fragrance. It's the warm spiciness really does make me think it's going to lean towards evening events. Although the fruity opening of this one with the fig note does have a little bit of a casual feel to it. I'll go ahead and stick with saying this one's going to be evening events, guys. Date night. I think the ladies are going to love this one on you. It's warm, spicy. It's sweet, a little fruity. Yeah, date night, going out. Not a club fragrance by any means, but, you know, the sweetness of this one might be able to tackle that. Who knows, guys? But this one is not a club fragrance by any means, guys. But yeah, I do think evening events be good for this one. And I think even though you work most of the time during the day, I do think this would be safe for the office. So, but I can see somebody wearing this one, suit and tie, dressed down. Just a very nice fragrance. It is unisex, but I will call this one a gentlemanly fragrance, guys. But Ages for this fragrance, we're going to say are 25 and up, guys. Yeah, probably a 20-year-old could pull this one off. Easily afford this one. But I do think some of these notes might be a little bit not challenging or daring, but I do think the younger noses aren't going to really know what to do with the fig note and maybe that black tea and some of that cardamom. It's sweet and spicy. They might think it just smells too different, right, from what the norm is, right? Something you get at the mall. And some of these younger guys haven't really, I can't speak for everyone, obviously. I'm just kind of sort of guessing here. But, maybe some of these younger noses out there haven't tried a composition like this. And so 25 and up, I think you should be a good age range for this fragrance. Because I do think that maybe they have a little bit more experience in the game and they have tried something similar to this, guys. So I do think 25 and up is very, very safe for this one, guys. Overall, good fragrance, guys. I think this is a great, great, great clone of this one. I don't know who else makes a clone of Grease Charnel. And honestly, I don't need to know because I think I found mine. This is the one I'm going to want. And if I run out of this one, this is the one I'm going to buy again, right? I don't need this one anymore. Yes, this one's going to be a little bit more natural smelling. It's not as good when it comes to quality. But to me, for the price that you're paying, it's good enough. And trust me, I'm not saying that you're getting some, it slightly smell. I'm going to say this is probably 90% close. Not just because that dry down, it doesn't go in the same direction. It's not as juicy. The iris note isn't as prominent or as natural smelling as the original, but 90% I think you're going to get. Someone could argue it might be 85, but 90% I think is going to be on the high end of what you're going to get from this fragrance. And some people out there might even think it's more than that, but I do think it's a pleasant fragrance. I do think you're getting something similar enough to that. If you like that fragrance, I think you're going to like this one. I think this would be an excellent affordable fragrance to get started in if you're trying to kind of dip your toe in the waters of niche fragrances, and then you can probably graduate to getting the real deal. If you like this one, maybe you'll end up liking this one more. Who knows, right? But guys, this channel is really all about saving money, and I want to save you guys as much money as possible. And this one here is going to be one. If you like that one, you're going to want to get your nose on. At least, I mean, honestly, guys, a decan of this stuff is around 20, 25 bucks. You can get a full bottle of this one for a decan, a 10 mil decan. Seriously, this is 100 mil. It's kind of a no-brainer, guys. And you get a cool looking box, guys. I mean, this presentation, again, I have another Lattafa coming up here that has an even better presentation than this one. But guys, hard box here. I mean, this goes to show how much money these niche companies make off of people, because you're paying because they can charge 30 bucks for this fragrance, and the box is like just as good as some other ones, guys. So, but yeah, guys, I think you guys should get your nose on Liam if you haven't already, guys. But what are your thoughts on this fragrance? Have you tried it? Am I crazy? This one doesn't smell anything like the original, or do you guys think I'm close? You guys let me know down in the comments below. I'd love to hear what you guys are thinking about this one, guys. So thank you guys so much for watching another video on my channel. If you like this video, please click that like button, subscribe to my channel, and turn on notifications for future first impressions videos and Fragrance City content just like this, guys. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram, Dollars and Cents. There, you'll find Fragrance City photos and future contest winners. And as always, until next video, you guys take care. Thanks.